So yes, this helps you let go, and it helps you loosen up the need for total control. And also this whole polarity, this dynamic between you as a Taurus ascendant and Scorpio being your descendant house ruler. This angle is very important because this whole dynamic here is all about how well did you learn to live, learn to love, and learn to let go. The Dalai Lama, basically. Because as this polarity between you and the Scorpion, this influence is so fixed in nature, and they're so possessive, both qualities in its own way, and they hold on, and it's as if they rarely let go unless death comes along, because literally this dynamic, they never let go until basically they have to, which it could come in the form of basically death. That's how severe their need for control and to hold on no matter what at all costs. They're all in or all out. So this dynamic here with your 7th house being ruled by Scorpio is teaching you how to really go into that deep intensity to pull out your ability to learn to be self-sustained and let go and release the fear around material possessions, around being possessed by partnerships, by anything here in the mundane. This is a portal kind of energy that takes the fixed earth ascendant Taurus sign out of the external material world and into a paradoxical type of gateway to an angelic realm, or to its next state of evolutionary growth here, because of this intensified need to surrender to source here. So with Scorpio ruling your 7th house as a Taurus ascendant, you'll be drawn to very dark kind of energy, and there will be this constant attraction and repulsion to this dynamic. However, Taurus, you like to possess over your partners. Scorpio, they can be possessive as well. However, they like to be possessed by their partners. So this dynamic, it does work, but there is a power struggle here. And there is a need for both orientations to learn to let go, to surrender at times, and to compromise and let go of some of the control here. However, as a Taurus ascendant, you will attract connections that are more mysterious, are more private. You'll want to keep your partner very private, and you'll be drawn to partnerships that are more dark, mysterious, intense in nature, very esoteric, and have this strong connection with resurrection, destruction, death, and rebirth. So this is a very transformative energy. Your partners will be very dynamic and will have a very strong persona. Even though it will be dark, as a Taurus Ascendant, you'll see the light in it. So moving on to the 8th house. Your 8th house as a Taurus Ascendant is ruled by Sagittarius. So you'll want to really be intimate with your partner in different places. Taurus Ascendants like to travel with their partners in exotic places, different cultures. They like to travel with them and have sexual experiences with them on a plane, in a car, on a boat. The Taurus Ascendant gets off on that. They will be very promiscuous with their partner in a deep, intimate way that is triggered or influenced by different scenery, different places. They like to kind of switch it up in the bedroom here as a Taurus Ascendant. When they are intimate, they like to be kind of free-spirited in a way. It works for them. Very kinky. And also, with Sagittarius ruling your 8th house, you'll have this need to kind of expand your sense of just what you own and your assets. You'll want to share it with your partner, because it will give you a sense of pride, a sense of honor to be able to share what this material world is all about with your partner in such a very intimate, deep way. And also with Sagittarius ruling your 8th house as a Taurus Ascendant, I would say the power struggles that go on with you and others here, they can come on very hot and heavy, but they're alleviated fairly quickly, or dismantled here with Sagittarius, because the mutable fire quality that is ruling over the 8th house here, it gives you a sense of call to action to almost kind of prevent any kind of really strong forms of power struggles or dynamics. You almost put these kinds of fire out before they even happen, because you're methodical and you kind of are just analytical, with Virgo ruling your your 5th house and Libra ruling your 6th house. You have this ability to really just kind of safeguard and prevent any kinds of disputes when it comes to your resources with others. You have strong boundaries when it comes to that. And you're just a visionary and outward really thinking. And that's why, this whole 8th house dynamic with power struggles with the mutable fire here, you're able to already have the insight to dismantle or prevent such power struggles from really even happening. As a Taurus Ascendant, you're very much prepared for anything that comes along that could threaten your sense of stability here in the 3D. So it's like you're already prepared for any kind of power struggle or dynamic, materially or financially or resourcefully. What is the challenge is the power dynamic between you and partnerships here, because that's where the true push and pull kind of energy is, or does need more attention and work. Because even though, people or partners can become possessions to you, with Scorpio ruling over your 7th house, there is these lessons that come up that when it comes to intimacy or partnership, you'll learn that you can't always treat a soul or a partner as a material possession. So that's where this lesson is learned. And Sagittarius ruling over your 8th house here, you'll understand this in a philosophical way. You may not be able to put it into words, but it will come natural for you to handle and manage. So then the 9th house is ruled by Capricorn. So as a Taurus Ascendant, this cardinal earth quality ruling over your 9th house, you want to learn things that are very useful, how primitive cultures, how they used what was in their environment to survive, how they learned, how they thrived, how they really grew or built an empire with the skills of the community or the people or of the culture. So you'll have this natural curiosity of wanting to learn how other cultures really developed a strong community, how they built empires, cities, how they built themselves up to create some sort of stable environment for the people to thrive and enjoy the fruits of the earth, so to say. How they created their own Garden of Eden within their environment. That will be a very concentrated desire to learn with Capricorn ruling over your ninth house, you'll want to just understand this in a very practical way. It will be this need to just really understand. And by understanding how different cultures and primitive people in different places, how they organize, how they built in order to create some structure, in order to create some sort of Garden of Eden for people to really enjoy the creature comforts in this 3D world, how that was formulated. That will be some sort of need to understand. For whatever reason, you'll be very curious and drawn to understanding how this is possible throughout this planet in different regions, in different areas, and how, everyone used their own skills, cardinal earth, to build a structure for people to enjoy and to learn from each other, to create some sort of Garden of Eden, to reap the rewards of their harvest, and how they functioned and worked together, how they made what they knew on a larger scale workable in order for everyone to come together to build and create these civilizations that thrived. That will be something you'll be curious about in life, to learn and to understand. And then with Taurus being your ascendant, your 10th house will be ruled, which is the midhaven, will be ruled by Aquarius. So Aquarius